So hello there wrestling fans, I'm going to do a TNA Impact vs WWE RAW review from the shows last night. It was really interesting since WWE RAW roster was stuck in Belfast due to the volcano eruption on Iceland. Would be interesting to see how they solved the situation. I think they did pretty good. I also had TNA, the first episode of the decent and pretty good pay-per-view in TNA Lockdown. So very interesting night to see what was unfolding. Rick Bishop, previous to the show, said be sure to check out TNA Impact, something big is going to happen, and it happened a lot of big things. We saw Samoa Joe return after 2 months absence from TNA. We also saw Rob Van Dam become the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion after AJ Styles holding on to the title since October last year when he took the title from Kurt Angle. So he had the title for about 7 months or something like that. That's a pretty long reign, longest reign of the TNA World Heavyweight Championship so far. But starting off with Raw, they were pretty lucky to have Triple H not going on this European tour because he was available for Raw last night. He's the biggest franchise player besides Cena on Raw. He also had Vladimir Kozlov, who last week teased a feud with McGruber. He's going to destroy McGruber tonight, and he wrestled McGruber until Great Khali made his entrance. I believe that Great Khali was going to take some time off, but he's apparently still around in WWE. So he defeated Kozlov, Triple H. He teamed with Rey Mysterio and Edge to take on the Straight Edge Society and Chris Jericho in a winning effort. They did good. I mean, John Cena, Randy Orton, Sheamus, they participated in a video package sent by satellite from Northern Ireland in Belfast. So I think they did okay. However, these segments with Sheamus, for instance, and Randy Orton and John Cena were a little too short, I believe. Too short to really deliver a message. They kept the storyline somewhat alive, though. Problem with Sheamus, he didn't get really over in his video. I think that's his problem. He's a good wrestler and he's got a good character and all that, but sometimes he gets a little too strained or something. He doesn't really always deliver psychologically, I believe. Pandering a little too much to the crowd, doesn't really draw them into it, but by his actions, by kind of begs them to come into what it does by pandering to them. So that's somewhat the problem I see with Sheamus, but still he's a very good talent and I believe he deserves the push that he has gotten. Overall this night Raw, as I said, there was a lot of interaction with the McGrubers, and that there was a special guest host, and I believe what else could it do in New Jersey last night, considering the major fatal fork in the road they got due to the Raw roster being stuck in Northern Ireland. Triple H opened up with a promo with the Straight Edge Society. It was a very good promo, and kind of reminiscent of the old Triple H. They are ironic, sarcastic, and they also talked about his uterus. Vladimir Kozlov's mother's uterus being the worst place to be in the entire world. So it really didn't feel like a PG-rated show tonight, but of course it's still a rated PG show, so let's not go there and start that discussion. But it was a refreshing episode to see, and I believe that they really put a lot of effort into it to still deliver. And we saw The Undertaker as well showing up tonight, despite allegedly taking a hiatus. I still believe he's going to take a hiatus from wrestling for a couple of months due to him working a lot as a champion over the last 6 months and his feud with Shawn Michaels. So Raw did a very good show, and so did TNA Impact. They had a rematch from the Little Lockdown last night. However, as Rob Van Dam and Jeff Hardy wrestled each other in a top class match, the winner there went on to face AJ Styles the very same night. AJ Styles lost the match. That's 2 pay-per-view caliber matches that they blew off. We could debate that. I want to debate that as well, but I think they did good. It served a purpose, at least crowning a new champion, just not throwing away a non-title match. So yeah, and we could go back here and sum up AJ Styles' title reign. It's been a very good one. Looking back, people believed last year and mid-last year summer that AJ Styles was the guy that never got the break. Maybe this was it. We'll see in the following months to come how AJ Styles' title reign will be summarized, but I believe he did a very good job. I mean, looking back, he defeated Sting at Bound for Glory. He defeated the likes of Samoa Joe and Christopher Daniels twice. Won a series of matches against Kurt Angle leading up to Genesis, following Genesis. He had his match with Abyss. He looked very solid and really looked like the better wrestler against D'Angelo Dinero at Lockdown and defeated him. completely outshining the Pope, I believe. And then he followed up losing against Rob Van Dam, and one could say that after all these months of being champion, it's a shame losing the title on a TNA Impact show and losing it the way he did. I don't agree. I think this was a respectable way to lose it. I mean, considering the commentators said it themselves, he went into the show last night, he didn't really know whom he was going to face. Jeff Hardy or Rob Van Dam, surprise match, he wasn't geared up to wrestle, he wasn't prepared at all, and so it was a surprise loss for him, a surprise match. Looking back with this 7 months reign he had, every match where he came prepared, he actually won and retained the title. However, when it came to having this surprise match, he lost against Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam could perhaps be this international, world-renowned wrestling champion that TNA could have to get a little more ratings. I mean, most WWE fans don't have a clue on whom AJ Styles is. They don't get attached to him. He is appealing mostly to the original TNA diehard fans. They really love AJ Styles for his loyalty and for him being a very good wrestler, but he isn't world renowned like Rob Van Dam is, and he's gonna get a lot of attention from fans in WWE, fans all over the world that AJ Styles don't. So that's the gain in having RVD as a champion. And here we could also put in this little discussion. I mean, people are so impatient. I got a question this 2 weeks ago. I don't believe why isn't TNA putting Rob Van Dam in for a title match? Why aren't they giving him a title? I don't understand it. I mean, he's such a good, huge star, and he deserves so much more. And I mean, I said, how long has he been there? For 2 months? And I said, for sure, in a year his time will come. And yeah, and it came in 2 weeks. Now he's the champion. Are you fans happy now? TNA W fans are so impatient. Here we have a guy, Rob Van Dam. He comes in and people expect him to come to TNA, just have a cup of coffee for 5 minutes and then win a title, the world title. What about these guys that built up the company, like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels is now released, and all these other wrestlers that've been in TNA for 4 to 7 years, like Bear Money, Jeff Jarrett. What about these guys? What do they deserve? Do they really deserve a guy coming in, being there for 5 minutes, having a cup of coffee, and then win the title? I believe Rob Van Dam deserves it, absolutely, and I think will do great as a champion, wrestling these TNA originals and other wrestlers as well. But same thing with Gail Kim in WWE. People say, oh, she's been there now, she deserves a title. It's such a shame that Eve Torres won. Why is that a shame? Eve Torres has been there for 3 years, came in as a Diva Search winner, has trained so hard to be where she is at right now. She started from scratch. She had a dance career behind her. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter, and she has some great Jiu-Jitsu, whatever that's called, a belt in that. So she's an educated feat and in combat sports as well. And she's been training real hard to be where she is as a wrestler, and I think she's done really good. Here's Gail Kim just coming in, being around TNA, being to WWE before, coming back to WWE, winning title within a year. I don't think so. There's a time-honored tradition, that's I've mentioned before. You've been away in another company, come back, you just don't win the title. What about the wrestlers that built the company? There is no such thing as just coming in, taking the title because you're a big athlete. You prove your colors, you prove your loyalty. That's what AJ Styles have done. That's why he was the longest reigning champion in TNA history so far, with the, at least with the TNA World Heavyweight title. So people have to just settle down. Gail Kim's only been in WWE for 1 year. Also remember, she's already been a WWE Women's Champion. She's been a champion in TNA. How many titles is she going to deserve before Eve Torres got one? Well, I can say, yeah, Gail Kim is a better wrestler than Eve Torres, but to me, to WWE, to bookers, maybe Gail Kim is a quitter. She quit the WWE, she quit TNA, and now she's back in WWE. What doesn't tell you she's going to quit WWE again? That's what proving your colors is all about. Rob Van Dam won a title pretty quickly because he's an international superstar and he has got the trust of Hulk Hogan. They are friends. But hadn't Rob Van Dam had a relation with Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan that he has, he would have waited at least a year before he won the title. Because as a booker, as an owner, as a promoter, you want to be sure that the guy you put the title on is loyal, he's sincere, and you want to really prove to you and to the company that they can bring something to you. So I think tonight TNA was a better show, obvious reasons. WWE RAW did very good, however, very entertaining show from WWE, I believe. Upcoming in 1 week is Extreme Rules and the WWE Draft. I will have prediction videos on both. The Extreme Rules video prediction is up right now, I believe, because I just uploaded it. So thank you for watching, share your thoughts, and have a nice day, and great to see Samoa Joe back, but I kinda expected that. We'll see whom he was abducted by, I believe, in the upcoming weeks as well. Bye.